Welcome to Book Talk. Today, I would like to introduce you to two award-winning books, that I think that you're going to enjoy reading. The first one is a children's picture book about a dog named Daisy and her favorite toy, her red ball. Now, Daisy loves playing with her red ball. She enjoys chasing it, and she even enjoys taking naps with it. Well, one sunny day, Daisy's owner decides to take Daisy to the park to play. And of course, Daisy wants to bring her red ball. But at the park, as she's playing with her red ball, it rolls away from her, and before Daisy can get it, another dog comes along and starts to play with it. But as the dog is playing with it, it suddenly pops, and the ball is destroyed. Well, this makes Daisy really, really sad, and she has to return home without her favorite toy. But Daisy has a surprise in store for her that she doesn't know about. The next day, as Daisy's owner goes back to the park, that's when she's going to get her surprise. But we don't know what the surprise is. If you want to find out what Daisy's big surprise is, pick up the book, A Ball for Daisy, and find out. Does her surprise make her happy? Will she enjoy her new surprise? I hope you enjoy the book. The second book that I would like to introduce you to is a novel for young adults, and it's called Looking for Alaska by John Green. It's the winner of the 2006 Prince Award. It's a story about a young man named Miles, who's a junior in high school, and he lives with his mom and dad in Florida. Miles is not very popular, doesn't have a lot of friends. In fact, most people think he's kind of nerdy. Miles decides that he would like to finish high school in Alabama at a boarding school, the same boarding school that his father attended. He's kind of tired of his safe life in Florida, and he wants to go looking for what he calls the great perhaps, which is a quote from his favorite poet. So at boarding school, Miles meets his new roommate, Chip, who everybody calls the Colonel. Now, the Colonel is a pretty cool guy, and he's been at the school for a few years, and he knows pretty much everybody at the school and how the school operates and what's going on. And so the Colonel introduces Miles to some of his friends, and one of the ones he gets introduced to is a very beautiful but troubled girl named Alaska. Now, Alaska's been at the school for a few years as well, and even though she has a boyfriend who's in college, Miles instantly falls in love with her. Now, his new friends are good students, but they like to spend a lot of their time smoking and drinking and looking for ways to sneak away from the school. And since Miles is part of the new group, he gets involved with these same kind of behaviors. And together the friends experience a lot of adventures as they sneak away from school and look for ways to pull pranks on the other students, especially the students that are called the weekday warriors. Now, the weekday warriors are the rich students who attend the school, but they go home on the weekends, so they're only there during the weekdays. So the group of friends get involved in a lot of pranks on the weekday warriors. And one weekend, the Miles and Alaska and his friend, the Colonel, actually sneak away and spend the weekend in this old barn, where they spend the weekend drinking, talking, and sharing stories about their lives, some of the best and worst moments of their lives. But soon after that, one of Miles' friends is involved in a tragic accident which completely shocks and devastates Miles. He feels guilty about the accident because he feels like in some way he could have prevented the accident. But he also wonders, was it really an accident or was it on purpose? So together with his other friends, Miles decides to start his own investigation to find out what happened to his good friend. Will Miles be able to find out the truth about the accident? And will he be able to live through the pain that he feels? And will he ever really find the great perhaps? You have to read the book, Looking for Alaska, to find the answer.